Hey guys, Justice Egan here. I want to thank you so much for coming by justiceegan.com. Today I want to share something with you. I want to share an understanding I came to, okay, about how to make positive change in your life. Now this is something we all want, right? And by positive change I mean anything. You know, anything that will be a step in the right direction to improve your life, improve the way you feel, improve your financial situation, whatever. Now, we get encountered with opportunities to do this all the time, right? And everybody has ideas or dreams. And these could consist of anything, as I mentioned. You could be talking about maybe you want to exercise more, maybe you want to go back to school, get an education, maybe you want to start a business or change jobs. Whatever the case may be, that all falls into this category right here of dreams you have, small or large. Now all the time we get encountered with these, right? And this is you right here. And all the time we get encountered with these dreams, and the answer we give is no. Okay? Now, we pacify our minds when we say no by giving one of three reasons. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. Or I don't have the resources. Okay, and resources is a little more broad. Resources could be knowledge, resources could be support, whatever the case may be. But now what we do is every day we encounter something like this. Maybe the thought comes across to start eating healthier, or the thought comes across to go back to school, as I mentioned. And you say no. And you say no because you don't have one of these three things, or all three of them, time, money, or resources. Now, here's where the shift comes in. Okay, here's where I realized why a lot of people, including myself at the time, were holding ourselves back and saying no to all these things, and we're okay with it, okay? We go on about our merry way because it seems very rational to say no when you don't have these three things. Now, I want you to look forward 1 year. Are you going to have, or do you think you will have, more time, money, or resources in 1 year? The reality is you probably won't. You may even have less time, money, and resources. I mean, as we get older, our lives have a tendency to get more complicated. So, a year forward in time, and none of these things have changed. So what do? Well, you keep saying no. Well, that doesn't get you anywhere, right? So, what I came to realize was that when we're saying no to these dreams, okay, we're really saying no to ourselves or to you. Okay, you're saying I can't, I won't. It's not something that I'm going to be able to accomplish. Because if you think about it, when we talked about those three things, time, money, and resources, how many of us, and ask yourself this, how many of us use our time as efficiently as we can, budget our money as efficiently as we can, or give ourselves credit for having the resources that we really have? And the reality is none of us do. Okay, there's wiggle room in all three of these things. So, what I want you to think about now is, let's say for instance you want to go back to school, you want to start a business, or you want to do something simple like exercise. You have to stop saying no to you. Okay, you have to stop saying, no, I can't. You can't lean back on those things. I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources. And you have to say yes. Plain and simple. Okay? Because it is only yes that is going to achieve for you the time, money, and resources you desire. Okay, it's only when you say yes that you will start to make the shift, okay, and turn those dreams let's do this right here. Those dreams into goals. Okay? And what's the big difference between dreams and goals? Well, it's action, right? It's saying yes. It's taking action. It's taking the steps necessary, okay, to turn your dreams into goals. Plain and simple. And time, money, and resources don't really play a factor. The only thing that play a factor is you, because it's going to be taking this action that's going to get you the time, money, and resources you deserve. And the reality is once you get to where you want to be, success is always moving. Even if it's something small you're trying to achieve or large you're trying to achieve, it's always going to be moving. So the reality is those goals are always going to be shifting farther away. But the bottom line is if you keep saying no for a series of reasons, even if your mind tells you that that's the right answer, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get any closer to the things that will create positive change in your life. So I want you to think back to a time in your life when you achieved success. Right? Think back to something that you wanted to achieve that you achieved and ask yourself, all right, my little question mark there, what was different then versus now? What was different about you? Not what was different whether you had more time or whether you had more money, whether you had more resources. What was different about you? And I want you to visualize that and make a change. Make a change, choose something small, large, whatever. Choose something and get out there and plain and simple, guys, say yes. Start moving in the direction you want to move it. I hope you found this helpful. Okay, I hope it helped you make a little shift, helped you understand how we say no to things every single day, and we're really saying no to ourselves. That's the reality. And once you understand that, you can take the first steps towards action and making positive change in your life. I want to thank you for stopping by JusticeEgan.com, and I'll see you here very soon.